You are watching Market Watch, the brief overview of the key events from the world of finance. During the second day of his testimony, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell stated that interest rate decisions will be made as necessary, rejecting suggestions of a political motive behind a potential rate cut in September ahead of the presidential election. Powell emphasized that the Fed's decisions are based on data and forecasts, not political factors. The question about the potential influence of a rate cut on the elections was raised by Congressman Mike Lawler. Powell noted that the Fed aims to maintain independence and not consider election cycles. He also indicated that a rate cut decision would only be made if there is confidence in a sustained reduction of inflation to the target level of 2%. Meanwhile, today European and global markets are awaiting important economic data. The fight against inflation continues, and much depends on U.S. inflation data to be released later today. Economists forecast that the annual U.S. inflation rate in June will slow to 3.1%, while core inflation will remain at 0.2% compared to the previous month. Fed funds futures show a 73% probability of a rate cut at the September meeting. If the inflation data meets expectations, these forecasts will be reinforced. However, an unexpected rise in inflation could change projections, affect asset prices, and strengthen the U.S. dollar. As for stock indices, markets have once again reached record highs thanks to the rise in tech stocks amid expectations of an autumn rate cut. Meanwhile, oil prices edged higher on Thursday after U.S. crude inventories fell amid increased refinery processing and a drop in gasoline stocks, signaling stronger demand. WTI crude futures rose 0.5% to $82.47 a barrel. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries maintained its forecast for strong global oil demand growth in 2024, supported by resilient economic growth and increased air travel. Now to the crypto market. CFTC Chair Rostin Behnam stated that Bitcoin and Ether are commodities and his agency should oversee them. On July 9, before the Senate Committee on Agriculture, Behnam noted that a court ruling in Illinois on a $120 million fraud case confirmed Bitcoin and Ether's status as commodities. Behnam referred to a 2022 report highlighting regulatory gaps in digital assets and called for increased oversight. He proposed 5 priorities, including a strict disclosure regime and enhanced KYC and AML measures. We will keep an eye on regulatory changes. Any shifts in either direction could act as a catalyst for Bitcoin to break out of its current range. That's all I have. Follow the news carefully and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.